Should the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar get involved in the Bloodline storyline? But before I get into that, I'm Rob, the Wrestling Old Head. You have entered the portal of pro wrestling, all the time. Wrestling fan of 36 years with an opinion on the current product. This is the wrestling community for you. Now let's talk about it. This past Friday on WWE SmackDown, Paul Heyman, looking like he had been smoking all night with Rob Van Dam and all in his stash and had the 5 o'clock shadow, looked like he hadn't slept in a while, finally had enough of the new Bloodline and refused to crown the Solo Sikoa the head of the table. The Ulafala came out and Paul Heyman just had enough and said, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way. And Solo was like, oh, it's like that? And they jumped Paul Heyman, put him through a table. A 50-year-old guy like Paul Heyman, who, God bless him, but he ain't in the best shape. Going through that table, I was like, oh my God, that was incredible to see. He power-bombed, Jacob Fatu power-bombed Paul Heyman back to the brick phone days with that power bomb. It was out of control. And so it looks like they're going to be writing Paul Heyman off for a while. I don't expect him to come back the next week talking about Solo, bring your ass out here, it's going down. Nah, I don't see that at all. But what I do think of is eventually you will see Paul Heyman return and bring back Roman Reigns. Triple H never seems to be in a rush to do these types of finishes and to include these big story beats very soon after the other. So I don't expect to see Roman until probably around SummerSlam time, which is something that I'm going to be excited to see because I'm going to be there live and I would love to see Roman Reigns show up at an event like that. The pop is going to be huge. If there's no roof on that building, you're still going to hear it. It's going to be deafening. The crowd's going to go crazy for that. So in the meantime, I was starting to try to come up with ideas of what they could do next. And I was thinking, well, CM Punk is going to be pissed because he's a Paul Heyman guy as well, but he is actually injured right now, and they're going to be playing up that until around SummerSlam as well. So in the meantime, who is going to come up and challenge Solo Sikoa? And I thought to myself, who better of a guy that could show up and face Solo Sikoa and give him a run for his money and the Bloodline a run for their money other than the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar? Say what you will about the rumors and innuendo and some of the stuff that have come out from him that has forced the WWE to remove him from video games, remove him from their library, and then say it's all good, you're back in, maybe some kind of an internal investigation or whatever. But the impending return of Brock Lesnar is at any moment. He will be back in the WWE. And so if he is coming back, other than to wrestle Gunther as the Ring General, the King General, after he wins the WWE Championship, the only other thing I can see is if he gets himself involved in this Bloodline program. But does he deserve to be in this Bloodline program? He is not blood. He is not of Samoan blood. So this is all about the Bloodline. This is all about the Tongas, the Anuais. So why would he be in? Because of his affiliation with Paul Heyman. So in the meantime, him showing up and Brock Lesnar against Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam would be a huge match, and it could also do a lot to bolster Solo Sikoa as an actual threat because he needs it. He had a really tepid 2023. He took a lot of L's in that year. So to bring him back up, getting a win over Brock Lesnar at the second biggest WWE event of the year, I think would go a long way and would be huge. Plus, I personally would love to see the interaction between Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu, but that's just me. Should he be involved in this program? In my opinion, he's not really needed. This universe with the Bloodline, it's so deep, man. You got the Caesar, the trademark for Caesar Sikoa, which I believe belongs to Rikishi. I have a video where I talk about Rikishi being the new wise man for the new Bloodline, and it seems like there's going to be a need for a new wise man after what happened to Paul Heyman. I believe Rikishi Fatu would be a perfect Don, if you will, for the Bloodline. Not exactly a wise man, but a Don. And he's a bad man, and you know the history with him. He could do it for The Rock. So him in the Bloodline, in the new Bloodline, would be huge. Brock Lesnar showing up, I think it would be actually a good program. He doesn't have to be involved in the Bloodline storyline, but he could actually be trying to avenge Paul Heyman. And then eventually Paul Heyman could come back with Roman Reigns. I could see it working, I'm just talking about, that's not my hardcore stance on it. So first thing I thought about, I know that it seems to be that the way that they're going with SummerSlam's main event is going to be Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa. I've seen the match a lot. Not excited about it to be headlining SummerSlam, just my opinion, but I think it's by design that they have Solo Sikoa in a role where it doesn't seem like he fits. But I just don't think that the match is as star-studded as what SummerSlam is as far as a big extravaganza. And it's also my bias because I feel like Randy Orton should be turning on Cody Rhodes and that be the main event, but it's a little too late for that in my opinion. Triple H, he likes to spread things out. If that were to be the main event in my opinion, I believe that probably would have started, the program would have started anyway around June, maybe the end of May, early June. So for all intents and purposes, the only thing that is being built up currently is Solo against Cody Rhodes. And if it is Solo against Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline seems to set up Cody Rhodes for failure, they're attacking him, it's becoming a huge overbooked mess, Roman Reigns returning would be huge in Cleveland. And since I'm going to be there, I am all for that. But in the meantime, it would be fucking sweet to see Brock Lesnar come out and avenge Paul Heyman going through a table. But what do you guys think? Do you think Brock Lesnar showing up and involving himself in this storyline is the right way to go? I don't know. I'm up in the air with it. It would be a cool first pop, but I don't know. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Brock Lesnar coming back. Roman Reigns, is he coming back for SummerSlam? Do you think Rikishi Fatu would be a good wise man or Dawn of the new Bloodline? You guys let me know in the comments. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. It's free, you guys. It helps get me into the community, get my community out there to more and more people as we're growing this channel, as we're getting out there to you all. And I thank you all for everything that you've done thus far. You've helped build this channel, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Big thanks to you guys. Big thumbs up to you guys. So as I've always said, you guys, wrestling fans, you stay united, and I'll be seeing you real soon, you guys. Take care.